Have you ever teared up watching a dog reunite with its owner in a video, or felt your eyes get watery when someone simply held the door open for a stranger? Maybe you've cried at a commercial, a kind text message, or even just a beautiful sunset, and maybe you've wondered, what is wrong with me? Well, nothing is wrong with you. In fact, science and psychology suggest that tearing up easily over small things might actually be a sign of something really meaningful about who you are. Today, we're going to explore why some people cry more easily than others, the neuroscience, the psychology, and the emotional depth behind what might seem like oversensitivity. First, let's understand what's actually happening when you feel that lump in your throat or those tears welling up. Crying is triggered by the limbic system, the emotional center of the brain. When you experience something that feels meaningful, beautiful, or overwhelming, your brain sends signals that activate your autonomic nervous system. This causes your lacrimal glands to produce tears. Now, here's the key. Not everyone's nervous system reacts with the same sensitivity. Some people have what researchers call a lower emotional threshold. Their brain is simply more responsive to emotional stimuli. A small act of kindness, a piece of music, a memory, it doesn't take much to cross that threshold and trigger a tearful response. This isn't weakness, it's wiring. The concept of highly sensitive people describes individuals whose nervous systems process sensory and emotional information more deeply than others. Roughly 15 to 20% of the population are thought to fall into this category. Highly sensitive people tend to be moved by art, music, and stories. They notice subtle details others miss. They feel the emotions of people around them very intensely. And yes, they cry easily, often over things that others brush off. If you've ever been told you're too sensitive or too emotional, there's a good chance this describes you. And the truth is, this trait, while sometimes overwhelming, comes with incredible gifts: empathy, creativity, deep relationships, and a rich inner world. Another major reason some people tear up more easily is empathy, and specifically, something called emotional resonance. When you see someone else experiencing joy, pain, love, or loss, your mirror neurons fire. These are brain cells that allow you to literally feel what another person is feeling. People with highly active mirror neuron systems are more likely to cry when they witness someone else's emotional experience, even a fictional character on a screen. This is why you might cry at the end of a movie even though you know it's not real. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between imagined and experienced emotion. It processes both with stunning sincerity. Sometimes, tearing up over small things isn't just about sensitivity, it's about overflow. Imagine your emotional capacity as a glass of water. Over time, stress, grief, frustration, and unprocessed feelings fill that glass. Then one day someone says something kind to you, or you see a child laughing, or hear a song from your childhood and the glass overflows. You're not crying because of that one small thing. You're crying because of everything that built up, and that moment gave your emotions permission to finally release. This is actually healthy. Research shows that crying can lower cortisol levels and help regulate the nervous system. It's your body's built-in pressure valve. There's a special category of tears that scientists call being moved by love. It's that feeling when you witness something unexpectedly beautiful or touching a soldier coming home, a standing ovation, a parent's pride. This feeling produces chills, tears, and a warm sensation in the chest. It's believed to exist as a signal of social bonding, a way of recognizing the beauty and meaning in human connection. People who experience this often tend to have strong values around love, community, and connection. Tearing up at small things, then, may actually be your inner world, recognizing what matters most. Our early experiences also shape how emotionally responsive we become as adults. Children who grew up in emotionally expressive households where feelings were named, acknowledged, and validated often develop a more open relationship with their own emotions. They learned that emotions are safe to feel, so they don't suppress them as readily. On the flip side, people who experienced loss, instability, or emotional neglect early in life may also cry easily, because small moments of kindness or beauty can trigger deep, unresolved longings for safety, love, or belonging. Either way, the tears tell a story, and that story is worth listening to. Now, let's be honest. There's a difference between being emotionally open and feeling emotionally out of control. If your crying is constant, distressing, or interfering with your daily life, it's worth speaking to a mental health professional. Conditions like depression, anxiety, trauma, and hormonal changes can all increase emotional reactivity. There's no shame in getting support. But if your tears come in meaningful moments, if they arrive when you witness love, beauty, or human goodness, that is not a problem to be fixed. That is a gift to be honored. So the next time your eyes fill up because a stranger helped an elderly person cross the street, or because a piece of music hit you somewhere deep, don't apologize for it. Don't shrink from it. Your tears are not a sign of weakness. They are a sign that you are paying attention, that you are present, that the world, with all its small, ordinary, miraculous moments, still moves you. And in a world that often rewards numbness, that is a rare and beautiful thing.